Johnny Depp's alarming spending habits and his alleged unprofessional behavior cause his star power to fade over recent years, Virginia's Fairfax County Courthouse heard on Thursday. The Hollywood actor's former business manager Joel Mandel gave evidence in his former client's defamation trial via video deposition and claimed the actor once spent $10,000 a day on a personal security guard. Mr. Mandel recalled Mr. Depp's spending habits growing very large and claimed at one point, the actor's financial woes saw him struggling to pay his taxes in 2015. The business manager testimony echoed previous witness Tracy Jacobs, Mr. Depp's former talent agent of over 30 years, in claiming the actor's star power faded due to him becoming difficult to work with. Mr. Depp previously accused Mr. Mandel and his brother Robert of mismanaging his $650 million fortune. The lawsuit was settled under confidential terms in 2018. During his testimony, Mr. Mandel discussed his former client's lifestyle and spending habits, claiming Mr. Depp would spend tens of thousands of dollars monthly on nurses and doctors and personal bodyguards. The spending levels had grown very large, and required that level of incredibly high income to be maintained, the court heard Mr. Mandel recall in his video deposition. The witness continued to discuss Mr. Depp's struggle to pay his taxes in November 2015. His financial circumstances in 2015 had reached a point where I was extremely concerned and on a very regular basis was expressing that concern, and it seemed as I increased my level of expressing that concern, there was anger directed, in my direction, he claimed. And so, my warnings in 2015 that we were in very dire circumstances were not met very favorably. In his evidence, Mr. Mandel claimed he noticed a change in Mr. Depp around 2010 and the Pirates of the Caribbean star became less concerned about upsetting someone's feelings. People moderate their behavior. They might moderate their behavior in public because things are inappropriate in particular settings. My experience was that Mr. Depp became increasingly less constrained, the court heard Mr. Mandel say on Thursday. Less concerned with whether he was going to upset someone's feelings or just increasingly comfortable venting in an aggressive way when he was upset or disappointed with something. Mr. Mandel's testimony followed the actor's former talent agent Tracy Jacobs' video deposition being played to the court earlier in the morning. Ms. Jacobs, who worked with Mr. Depp for over 30 years, claimed her former client would keep film crews waiting around for hours and hours and became a difficult client to work with towards the end of their working relationship together, due to what she claimed to be unprofessional behavior. When asked to give examples of Mr. Depp's unprofessional behavior, Ms. Jacobs said, "Showing up late to set consistently, on virtually every movie. I would get yelled at. I never said to him you're a difficult client, but I was very honest with him. I said this is hurting you and it did." Both witnesses stated they never personally witnessed Mr. Depp physically assault his former wife Ms. Heard. The actor is suing his ex-wife for alleged defamation over an op-ed she wrote for The Washington Post in 2018, in which she stated she was a victim of domestic abuse. The article did not mention the actor by name, but Mr. Depp argues that he has lost work and been financially impacted by the piece. The Aquaman actress is countersuing her ex-husband for $100 million, £81 million. The trial continues.